Shabbat Shalom. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah Elohim through the spirit of Yahushua Mashiach. This is your boy, your friend, your brother, Frenchie, the West African Yasharal. So today's topic and very quick lesson is going to be about, should we be vegetarian or vegan according to the scriptures? Yeah? So once again, should we be vegetarians or vegan according to the scriptures? In other words, is meat prohibited in the Bible or in the scriptures? Yeah? Is it? Let's see, because a lot of people like to quote a lot of scriptures out of context. Like to say a lot of things, a lot of mouth. But let's read the script. Because the Bible or scriptures, yeah, better said, always explain itself. Yeah? We should be believing in the scriptures, not in what people say. So let's see what the scripture says about that. Yeah? Enough with the talking. Alright, let's dive into it straight away. So Genesis chapter 1. Yeah? Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 through 30. Let's see what it says. And Elohim said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. And then people stop there and say, Look, you see, we're not supposed to eat meat. Let's keep it moving. Hang on, let's read 30. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, as it was so. So that's even worse. So you mean to tell me that the animals are sinning, basically? Or they're doing what is contrary to them, to what the Most High tells them to do? No. These had to be changed for various reasons. You have the fall of man, and you have also the intrusion of the fallen ones. But that's a whole other topic for another day. Yeah. But what you got to understand is that the Most High had to adapt, yeah, to the mistakes of humans or whatnot. Yeah. That's what you need to understand. This is why the Most High had to change this or adapt. Yeah. Because the Most High changed not. Yeah. So you can't just read that and say, you see, because it makes no sense then. It makes no sense. The Most High is not a liar. The Most High is not a man that he shall lie. Yeah? So, let's keep it moving. Yeah? You're going to understand. I'm going to elaborate like always. Y'all know me. Yeah, so we want Genesis chapter 7. Genesis chapter 7, verse 8 through 9. And I just want to pinpoint something. Yeah. So this is what this was when the animals was going to Noah in his heart. Yeah. Let's read. So Genesis chapter 7, verse 8 through 9. Of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean, so clean and unclean. Yeah. And of fowls, and everything that creepeth upon the earth, there went into unto Noah into the ark, the male and the female, as Elohim had commanded Noah. So even at that time, there was already clean and unclean beast. Yeah? Why? At this time, they were for sacrificial reasons. Remember, if y'all read the scriptures, you know the story of Abel and Cain. Abel made a sacrifice. Remember, he sacrificed a lamb or something like that, or sheep, if I'm not wrong. Yeah? Remember, so there was already sacrificing sacrificial things to do at this time, even in Genesis. Yeah? So when he's talking about clean and unclean, it's for sacrificial reasons, if I'm not wrong. Yeah? So I just wanted to pinpoint that. There was already clean and unclean beast at this time. Yeah? Now, let's read Genesis chapter 9, verse 2 through 4. And we read, so this was when Noah and his son just came out of the ark. And the Most High blessed them. And let's see. So, Genesis chapter 9, verse 2 through 4. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, and upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. Let's keep moving. Verse 3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Yeah? So if you just want to use Genesis chapter 1, yeah, you messed up. Keep moving. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. So we're supposed to eat both now at this moment, basically. Yeah? 4. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat. So people like to say, you see, you're not to eat flesh then. But that makes no sense, because he's telling you right here, yeah, that you can eat every moving thing. He said every moving thing. Yeah? You already know also there is clean and unclean at this time. So it's not telling you that you can eat every single thing. Yeah? But anyway. So, flesh, yeah, when he's talking about the flesh, he's talking about the flesh, which is the blood thereof. Yeah? Or the flesh with the life, which is the blood. So he's telling you to not hear rare. Yeah? Like white people like to eat and all that. Yeah? So some of y'all are trying to say you're Christian, you believe in the scriptures, but y'all still eat rare meat and all that. Yeah? It should be at least cooked. Well done. Yeah? So that is what he's talking about. Yeah? Let me further prove what I'm talking about. Yeah? Or hang on. Just before to do anything, to make sure every moving thing was an animal, let's go into the Strongs. Yeah? Into the Strongs. Yeah? The word used, yeah, right here for every moving thing is H7431 or H7431. So let's go to it. Yeah, in the Strongs, the word used, 7431, is remes. Yeah, remes. A reptile or any other rapidly moving animal that creepeth. One time is used in scriptures. Creeping thing, 15 times is used. Moving thing, one time is used. Yeah? So we know for sure that this was an animal. Yeah? Alright. Just to put that out there. Yeah? So no one can try to trick you and trying to say this and that. Yeah? So we want to do Deuteronomy. Yeah, remember, we was talking about the flesh. Yeah? To not eat with the life. Or to not eat the flesh with the life thereof, which is actually the blood. Yeah? So let's read Deuteronomy chapter 12. Deuteronomy chapter 12. Yeah. Verse 23. Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 23. And we read. Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life. Yeah. And thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh. So there you go. For those that want to be knuckleheads and they want to hold on to their doctrines or would not to want to convert everybody to be a vegan, yeah, this is your answer. This is not working with the scriptures, basically. Your lives. Yeah? It's telling us to not eat the life or the flesh with the life inside, which is actually blood. It's not telling us to not eat flesh. Yeah? Some of y'all need to take some English lessons, for real. Yeah? And even if you read verse 22, which is a bit technical for those that don't understand scriptures, it says, even as the rebak, yeah, or like a gazel if you want, and the heart is eaten, so thou shalt eat them. So for definitely it's an animal. Yeah. The unclean and the clean shall eat of them alike. Now, to not confuse y'all people, that knows or respect the dietary laws and all that, is not telling us to eat anything that's unclean. What it's telling you is that some animals, certain part of animals were not to be eaten. They were given unto the Most High, so they were considered unclean. Yeah, and then for sacrificial reasons. This animal right there, it was just for hunting. It was not for sacrificing, basically. Yeah, so that's why you could have eaten the unclean and the clean of it. Yeah, you can do further research on it. So that's Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 22. You can do further research on it, and you're gonna find the same thing as me. Yeah. So, but to not deviate, yeah, or to not divert from our topic, let's keep it moving. Yeah. With this thing about being vegan or being vegetarian, or basically is meat prohibited in the Bible or in the scriptures, if I can say it like that. Yeah. Let's keep it moving. One Leviticus chapter 17. Yeah. Verse 13 through 14. Leviticus chapter 17, verse 13 through 14. And we read, and whatsoever men there be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you. Yeah? So there was Gentiles, the Israelite. Yeah? Anyway. Which hunteth and catcheth any beast or fowl that may be eaten. So we know for sure these people was eating meat. He shall even pour out the blood thereof and cover it with dust. Yeah, so for sure. Now we understand. Before they eat something, we need to make sure there's no blood in it. We can't eat things raw. We can't eat things with the blood in it. It got to be cooked, basically. Keep it moving. For it is the life of all flesh. The blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore, I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eateth it shall be cut off. So once again, this is telling us to not eat bloody things. Yeah. And thing I want to say is that the Israelite, received these laws, and it was stated that the life of the flesh is in the blood. Yeah. One thing I want to say is that the medical community discovered this fact not too long ago. The Israelite have a good 4,000 or 5,000 or whatnot years before that the medical community found out that blood is essential to life. But in the scriptures, they knew that before. So I just wanted to say that there's a lot of science in the scriptures. A lot. And I'm going to do a full video on that too. So stay tuned on my YouTube channel, y'all. For those that are interested to find some truth. Yeah. A full documentary on the science in the Bible, which is 100% accurate and true. Yeah. But let me not talk too much. So from now, you're supposed to understand that the only thing that we were not to do was to eat flesh with blood. That's what we were not to do. It was not saying that we were not supposed to eat flesh at all. That's not what the scripture says. Yeah? So y'all that's trying to use these scriptures to convey people to be vegan or whatnot, it's not working. It's a lie. If you want to be vegan, be vegan. But don't tell people that they should not be vegan because the Bible says so, because it's not true. You add into the scriptures. Anyway, let's carry on. So we want to go to Genesis, yeah, chapter 27. Genesis 27, verse 2 through 4. And he said, Behold now, I am old, I know not the day of my death. So this was Isaac talking. Yeah? Remember the story with Isaac and then Esau went to hunt and all that. Yeah? And then Jacob lied that it was Esau and all that. That's the story right here. Let's keep moving. Yeah? Now therefore, take, I pray thee, thy weapon, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison. So we know for sure the Israelites were eating meat. I'm just using that to make you understand that y'all Hebrew Israelite, yeah, that like to say that we're supposed to be vegan is not true. Because our ancestors ate meat. Yeah? Keep it moving. And make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. So this was Isaac talking to Esau before he went to hunt, and then at the same time Jacob, yeah, encouraged by his mother, went and act like he were Esau and gave the meat to his father and to the blessing. But that's a long story, yeah. But I just for y'all that don't really know, to give you a little insight of it, yeah. So once again, he said, "Such as I love, yeah, take me some venison." So we know the Israelites were eating meat, yeah. These doctrines are funny, but you know, I let y'all talk all your stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when people lie, yeah, especially about the scriptures, you can always contradict them. The script is not lying. Only people are trying to twist the understanding thereof. That's all. So let's keep it moving. Yeah, we want 1 Kings. Yeah, 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 22 through 23. So yeah, 1 Kings chapter 4. Yeah. Everyone, verse 22 through 23. And Solomon's provision for one day. Yeah, so Solomon's provision, the kings of Israel provision, yeah, was 30 measure of fine flour and 80 measures of meal. 23. 10 fat oxen and 20 oxen out of the pastures, yeah, and 100 sheep, beside harts and roebucks and fallow deer and fatted fowls. So there you go. The king of Yashua himself had a lot of meat as provisions. So these people ate meat. Yeah. Yeah. These are like our ancestors. Yeah. They ate meat. So all of you that's trying to use the vegan whatnot movement or whatnot in the scriptures, it's not working. Especially you Hebrew Israelite sisters and brothers. Yeah, it's not working. Matter of fact, it shouldn't even be a debate because we have the dietary laws. And it says things that we can eat and things that you are not to eat. So it shouldn't even be a debate. I shouldn't even be doing this video. You know what I'm saying? But because people got a lot of mouth, you got to shut them down sometimes. And a lot of people, they come into the truth, they they don't understand a lot of stuff, and they can be misled by liars. If you want to be vegan, but don't tell people that the scriptures tell them to not eat meat. It's not true. So let's go to Daniel. Yeah, that's the scriptures that people like to use sometimes. Yeah, the story of Daniel when he was with the king. Yeah. So Daniel was an Israelite in captivity in Babylon. Yeah, at the time where the Israelites were in captivity in Babylon. Yeah. So Daniel chapter 1, verse 5 to start. Let's read. And the king appointed them a daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Yeah? Let's jump to verse 8. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he will not defile himself, so that's the key word, defile himself, yeah, with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. So basically at that moment, you're supposed to understand that Daniel didn't want to eat these things because they were, one, probably sacrificed unto next gods, and two, probably unclean, as maybe the meat could have been pork or whatnot. Yeah, anything of the things of that nature. Yeah, but if he also said that he didn't want to drink the wine, that means that these things were sacrificed unto next gods. That's why he didn't want to eat them. This got nothing to do with the fact that he didn't want to eat meat anywhere vegetarian. Let's keep it moving. Therefore, he requested of the prince of the eunuch that he might not defile himself. So once again, he said, no, I don't eat these kind of things. So that's why I can't. Yeah, I'm an Israelite. I can't eat things that are being sacrificed to other gods. Or I can't eat certain meats because it's unclean. This was the thing. He was not talking about, no, you don't want to eat meat because it's vegetarian. So let's read now from verse 12 through 15. Let's read. Prove thy servants, I beseech you. So he asked someone, yeah, the same guy, the same prince, yeah. He asked him, I beseech thee 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Yeah. So he had veggies and water to drink, basically. Keep moving. 13. Then let our countenance be looked upon before you, or before thee, and the countenance of the children that ate of the portion of the king's meat. Yeah? And as thou seest, deal with thy servant. So he just asked them, look, we're going to make a deal. If we find, yeah, after we have not ate meat and drink your alcohol and eat your meat, yeah, and then if your people or whatnot or the other ones, they eat your meat and drink your alcohol, if they're fine, so deal with us. But if we find and they're not fine, also deal with us. So this was the bet. That was what was happening. And the Mosai worked on this thing. So let's keep it moving. So he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. Yeah? And at the end of 10 days, their countenances appeared fairer, so better, and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat. Yeah? So the Mosai worked on that thing. Yeah, to prove them, or to show also Daniel that what he was doing was righteous. Yeah? If you have spiritual eyes to see that, it's easy to understand it. Yeah? This was just a matter of not eating unclean or defiled meat or drinks. That was all. This was not talking about people are vegetarian or not. Yeah? Because you seen before I showed you all the stuff they were eating and all that. Yeah? They were eating meat. So, y'all know. Yeah? Excuse me. So let's keep it moving. Yeah, let's see another scripture that people like to use out of context to say, you see, we're not supposed to eat meat. Because I don't want you to be tricked. Yeah? So Isaiah chapter 66. Isaiah chapter 66. And we want verse 2. And we might read through 4. Here we go. For all those things hath mine hand made, and all those things have been, saith Yahuwah. But to this man will I look, even to him that is poor and of country spirit, and trembleth at my word. He that killeth an ox is as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb, as if he cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation, as if he offered swine's blood. He that burneth incense, as if he blessed an idol. Yeah, they have chosen their own ways, and their soul delighteth in their abominations. So from that, you should be understand that he may be talking about the Israelite. Yeah, and that they did something wrong. Yeah, but let's keep it moving. I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear. But they did evil before mine eyes, and choose that in which I delighteth not. So the Most High is making you understand that from now on, when you're going to do any sacrifice, because killing an ox, sacrifice a lamb, and all these kind of things, and burning incense were sacrificial things for the Israelite to do. Yeah? You're not going to use that verse and say that, oh, you see, it says that if you kill an ox, it's like you slew a man. No, that is dumb. I'm sorry, I said it. Look, he that sacrificed a lamb. You know that people sacrifice lamb for Passover. So is it a sin then? No, you know that. You know that the Israelites did a lot of sacrifice. This was a normal thing to do for them. Every time they had sins or whatnot, they had to sacrifice animals. There were special animals to sacrifice. So you can't use that verse to say that it says to not eat meat. That is ignorant. Yeah? The Most High is making a comparison. He that killeth an ox, as if he slew a man. He that sacrificeth a lamb, as if he had cut off a dog's neck. He that offereth an oblation, as if he had offered swine's blood. Yeah, and this one makes you understand when he said, he that burneth incense, as if he blessed in an idol. So don't use them verses to say that, oh yeah, you see, we're not supposed to eat meat. That don't work. I told you we already got the the dietary laws. Yeah, we already got these things. So stop it there. Yeah, let's keep it moving. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Yeah. Now, let's go to the New Testament. Because people like to say, Jesus did not eat meat. It's impossible. Look, he was vegetarian. Yeah? Or Yahushua if you want. Yeah? Better said Yahushua. Yahushua did not eat meat. Oh, he will never eat dead flesh. He will never eat dead animals. Really? Watch this. Watch this. Matthew. Yeah. Matthew chapter 14. And we want verse 16 through 18. Matthew chapter 14, verse 16 through 18. Read. But Yahushua said unto them, they need not depart. Give ye them to eat. What? And they said unto him, we have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. He said, bring them thither to me. Yeah? So, we know this one, yeah, or what we're talking about right here, we know this is talking about the miracle when Mashiach did transform all the fishes in that to feed 1,000 or whatnot people. Yeah? Let's keep it moving. And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took 5 loaves. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm going to read the whole thing. Yeah. And the 2 fishes, and looking up unto heaven, and he blessed, and brake, and gave the loaf to his disciple, and the disciple to the multitude. And they did all eat, and were filled, and they took up of the fragment that remaineth 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. Yeah? So they all ate. Yeah? And if it was a sin to eat animals or whatnot, yeah, why would Yahusha do that as a miracle? Yeah? It's like when people say, oh, you can't drink alcohol in the Bible. Why would Yahusha transform the water in wine then? And we know it was normal wine. Yeah? We know. Because people said, 1, it was the best wine, and 2, it was for a party. So you're not going to drink juice in the party. Only rich people can do that. So let's keep it moving. So that's the same dynamic right here. He's not going to do a miracle and it's a sin or whatnot or something not good. That will make Yahushua or Jesus a hypocrite. So you need to stop with your nonsense. He did eat meat. Let's keep it moving. John chapter 21. Yeah, we want John chapter 21. John chapter 21, verse 4 through 13. Yeah. That is an easy thing to expose, yeah, but I wanted to do that for y'all. So you know all the script and you see for yourself, yeah. So when you hear them people talking about, we should be vegan according to the Bible, you're like, nah, bro, stop it. Yeah. So John chapter 21, verse 4 through 13. And we read. Sorry. But when the morning was now come, Yahushua stood on the shore, but the disciple knew not that it was Yahushua. Then Yahushua saith unto them, Children, have ye any meat? They answer him, No. And he said unto them, Cast the net on the right side of the sheep, and ye shall find. They cast therefore, and now they were not able to draw it for the multitude of fishes. So they were fishing. That's even worse. So first of all, we knew in the Old Testament that they were hunting, and now they're fishing. Let's keep it moving. Therefore, that disciples whom Yahushua loved saith unto Peter, It is done. Now, when Simon Peter heard that it was done, he girt his fisher's coat unto him, for he was naked, and did cast himself into the sea. And the other disciple came in a little ship, for they were not far from land, but as it were 200 cubits, dragging the net with fishes. So they had the fishes. What are they going to do with it? As they were come to land, they saw a fire of coals there, and fish laid thereon, and bread. 10. Yahushua said unto them, Bring of the fish which ye have now caught. Simon Peter went up, and drew the net to the land full of great fishes, and 153. And for all there were so many, yet was not the net broken. Yahushua said unto them, Come and dine. Yeah? And none of the disciples durst ask him, Who art thou? Knowing that it was done. And Yahushua then cometh and taketh bread, and giveth them, and fish likewise. So they dine together. Yeah, so you know, if he said come and dine, you know that he was eating. Don't lie. Yeah. Nobody is putting the fire and all that and getting things ready and say, come and dine, and it's going. No. They dine together. Yeah. So that's case closed. Yeah. Case closed. Yahusha, or Jesus if you want, for those who don't know, yeah, he ate meat. Yeah, remember, I don't even need to read when he broke the bread for the Passover and all that, and they were to eat the lamb. Yeah, he ate meat. Yeah, the Israelite ate meat. There are unclean meat and clean meat in the scriptures. Yeah, so all this should we be vegan and all that makes no sense. Yeah, if you want to be vegan, that is good for you. Yeah. But do not push this thing and say, oh, you see, the scripture said that we should not eat meat. No, that's not true. Yeah. So once again, I hope this lesson's been an enlightenment for y'all. Yeah. And I recommend people to eat more veg and fruits, please. Because especially black people, we like to eat a lot of nonsense. So we need to slow down. Yeah. So Shabbat Shalom again. Yeah. And thank y'all.